everybody, Jay Mannion here at the NPC Photo Gym in Pittsburgh, and I am here with IFBB Pro Bikini competitor,
Lauralie Chapados.
and she brought snow, rain, bad weather to Pittsburgh. But see, the thing is, she's been living in California. She wanted to experience that Montreal feeling again without actually going back home, so she dumped it on us. Thank you.
Yeah.
How'd you like the snow this morning?
It's the worst thing ever. I want to leave, but I had a crazy flight coming in with all the wind, and right now there's literally a snowstorm going on outside.
Yeah.
So I need my boots, I need my maple syrup, and then we're
Yeah, where are your boots? Your infamous boots?
They stay in Canada. Like, I left all of that cold weather memories. And
So does that mean on the way to the airport you need to buy a new pair?
don't say that. Remember when I came and got them still a week after I came here with my boots, got them stole at the gym. Like,
right?
Crazy story with those boots. No, I'm just not made for that cold weather. No, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm good. Like I'm good for another year.
Okay.
Until the next road to the Olympia. I'm going to come back here, have a little Canadian feeling.
So you're going to wait a whole year to come back?
I mean, we never know. I don't think
Yeah.
so. Road to the Arnold. Yeah. But it's been a crazy year, right?
It
Like,
is. It is a crazy year. It's like...
We just never know what's going to happen. So you might see me next week because we just don't know what's going on.
Like, even if you win the Olympia, I mean, there's still another show that you haven't won that you could come back for.
Yeah.
What is it?
The Arnold.
No. The Arnold. Something more important. Way more important.
Pittsburgh. The actual show that I was supposed to do this year. Actually.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That got
And then
canceled.
COVID screwed that up.
Yeah, because I was pretty much ready.
Yeah, I know.
To go. Yeah. And yeah, I wanted to do Pittsburgh Pro, and it got canceled. Actually, I moved to California and then started working out and started my prep, and COVID hit right about the same time.
Yeah. So, looking at this outfit here, this is one of our new IFBB Pro League outfits from NPC Activewear at npcwear.com. But this color purple, what does it remind you of?
Well,
Boracay.
I was about
Purple
to say
pancakes. I mean, what's the type? What are they called? What kind of pancakes are those?
ube.
Yeah, the actual fruit, the pancakes.
And the potato.
The potatoes, yes.
Delicious.
Like, this is really weird that, like, right after nationals, we're not all like home for 2 days and then jumping on a flight to go halfway around the world.
I know.
It's been like the last 2 years. This is like,
exactly. And you coming
it was
back.
a new tradition we were doing.
Totally. Yeah.
And now we're here.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna figure something out.
Those of you that don't know about ube, or especially the ube pancakes,
They actually do ube everything.
I know,
right?
but those pancakes are unbelievable. Yes.
Those pancakes hit the right spot.
When we go from Manila over to Boracay, and they have the lunch waiting for us, which is kind of like a brunch, actually.
It's like that huge giant spread.
Yes.
Jim, why do we always talk about food when I come here?
Because we're talking about the Philippines.
Yeah, the Philippines.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had two amazing photo shoots there.
An unbelievable photo shoot.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So we don't get that again this year. I don't get a lot of photo shoots this year. The whole thing's crazy. We had no Miami shoots for us, anything.
Right? Like all the big, like usual, like, how do you say, there's the typical shoot that you normally have, and they didn't have it this year, but this.
Yeah, I mean, we'd be with you, Issa, Janet, and we always get a fourth competitor who we probably would have already had picked out at this point.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Way ahead, because like we get the
suits and everything, right. This is really weird.
I know.
I know.
So,
all right. Now, the last time you were actually on stage was September of last year.
Yes.
That's a long time. I know why you haven't been on stage, but let people know you were dealing with an injury.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell them about the injury and why you haven't been on stage at all this year, besides the COVID part.
Absolutely. So 12 days before last year Olympia, I woke up one morning and I couldn't pose for my life. I couldn't even barely stand up. I hurt my lower back really bad and strained it, and like really bad. And that was 12 days before the Olympia, and I just kind of didn't even talk about it. I was just like, I'm going to do the Olympia, like do my best. And after that, I went straight to Italy, won the show, qualified me for the Olympia, but after that, I was on a mission of just getting, taking care of that injury, because you're always just an injury away of, not being able to do the sport, and I can't afford to do that. So I've been focusing a lot on therapy, working every week, like twice a week actually, closer to the Olympia. And then when you get kind of, get fixed, you kind of spread it out to a week. So I'm still working with my therapist like every week.
So in a way, the Olympia being pushed back has actually been more beneficial for you for healing, correct?
It did.
Yeah.
It honestly did. I mean, I started prep, in Pittsburgh. I was still doing like two to three treatments just
Right.
because of that. But having that long extended break of season, or, for therapy especially, just
Right.
to not only heal from the therapy, but actually build up from that, because I could have showed up pretty, well in Pittsburgh, but it wouldn't have been the same. Like the
Right.
extended time that I had is so precious.
So it wouldn't be the Lauralie that we're used to seeing on stage in Pittsburgh.
Exactly. No, exactly.
So it might be closer to that burnt asparagus Lauralie from the Arnold.
See, like I've worked my way really far from that burnt asparagus. That was my two main focus: my back injury and no asparagus. Like build back from that.
The burnt asparagus is a reference to the last time we stood here, and she had the suit on at the Arnold, and she was the thinnest she had ever been on stage.
Thinnest, lightest, flattest, more depleted.
Or what Debbie called you, a Starbucks straw, right? 'Cause it was
Starbucks
green
straw?
because of your suit.
Yes, a Starbucks straw, and that's.
And we like her.
Of course you do.
The names of affection.
Exactly. That's how I like it. And but yeah, I mean, just build it back from that burnt asparagus. But I want people to actually go on NBC News Online, go watch my past interview, because it's very funny.
It was.
It was so funny.
But I mean, just looking at you today posing, we did the photo shoot yesterday. You seem a lot fuller. Like your body seems fuller than it's ever been too.
Right.
And I mean, and what'd you say? We're how many weeks?
4.5.
4.5 weeks.
Plus 1.
Yes.
Yes.
So I know a lot of competitors are probably trying to get leaner, but I think where you are now, it's like you don't have too much further to go, right? Because you have that balancing act of, upper body, lower body. You can't get one too much leaner than the other.
True.
Yeah.
True. I feel that it's very, it's individual to every competitors, but the feedback that I always had was that I have a healthy looking body, full body, and that's what they've been asking me to bring back.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you get into your head and you want to get like leaner and more shredded, like more conditioned and what's not, but it doesn't suit me. So I've been working on that really like fullness. I'm trying to get like that tight look, but not condition, no striation, no separation. We really want to see that like fullness, like that's how I actually like my body. So
Right.
definitely going to help with my confidence going on stage for sure, being fuller. Mhm.
Yeah, I've talked to quite a few competitors, not just women competitors, but even some of the men. And I'd be thinking that some of them are like, they're a little nervous because they haven't been on stage. It's kind of like, it's one or the other. There's like no in between. The other ones are like, I'm so glad we had this break because now I feel the best I've ever felt. I'm more than ready to step on the Olympia stage. I don't need another contest before that because I want to show everybody at the Olympia what I look like. Is that where you are?
That's totally my mentality. Like the dark horse mentality is back, where I'm just like, no expectation whatsoever. I think from my last two appearances, my last, Arnold and the Olympia, maybe people are kind of like doubting my ability to like bring that 2018 back. And that's also something I want to say. Like, I feel that people have that idea of success where it's a line like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was successful at first, and then I had the biggest crash, and
Yeah, you come out, you win 3 contests and take second at the Olympia. Three pro contests. I mean, big contests.
Exactly. So what do you think it's next? Is winning the Arnold and just winning the Olympia the year
Right.
after. Technically, that's how people visualize it.
You're right.
But thing I wish I knew before I started, success is not always a line like that. And I've learned so much from it. And I don't think I would have the physique that I had right now if I didn't went through all that. And I'm so happy to have had the time.
Yeah. Now, something you told me yesterday, which I actually didn't realize, is the nickname Dark Horse. How that came about.
So the Dark Horse is actually from the 2018 Olympia. So I won 3 back-to-back contests. I won the Toronto Pro, I won the Chicago Pro, and then the Tampa. That qualified me with the highest point standard to go to the Olympia. And at the Olympia, I finished second at my first year competing there. And when I came off stage, Frank Sippy was talking with Tony Doherty's, and he was like, hey, you're kind of the underdog. And it was the first time, meeting them.
Right.
The underdog, and then the Dark Horse came in, with like my dark hair and stuff. And can I say what he actually said?
Sure.
Yeah.
He's editing it.
Hey, Frank, I hope you're not, I don't even know. He probably remembered, but he said, that there's 31 girls right now hating you and maybe 32. So that was my rookie year at the Olympia. So you can see.
Basically, he was right.
Right? I mean,
it is what it is on game day.
Exactly. We all we're all going for that title, no lies about it. Like, I'm not afraid to say it anymore. Like, that's really what I'm going for. And it's okay that I kind of took that step back where people think I'm maybe, not worthy of that title anymore, But that's where I thrive. I thrive into that, like, Dark Horse, like, under, like, people. So Dark Horse, for people that don't know what it is, it's like a competitor that people expect the least out of it, or like very unknown. And that's, for the Olympia, nobody was like, who's this girl? Like, where does she come from? Because they had no idea. I think I had like 8,000 followers, like, on my Instagram back in the days, like something crazy. And but that's where I thrive. I thrive from working in silence and just believing in myself, and I'm good with that. Yeah. But I want to be the proof of, like, when you believe in yourself, and you don't need a lot of people to believe in you, but, like, if you believe in yourself enough and you have, like, that burning desire of achieving something, I want to be that proof of, like, believing in yourself, like, that much.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. I've been working so hard. Like, not only, like, in the gym, but making sure that I'm not going to get injured. And that's been my only focus this year. Yeah.
Right.
And not getting COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is the biggest bikini Olympia as far as qualified. There's, 42 competitors qualified?
44.
44. So I don't think everybody will be on stage, but I think there'll probably be around 38 or so.
That's also so unfortunate.
Well, things happen, like you, it could have been an injury or who knows, right? But so basically regardless, you're still going against the largest field of competitors ever.
Okay.
I mean, and I've looked at the list, and over 50% of those competitors have at some point have been an overall champion at another contest. So it's not an easy contest.
Oh no.
Oh
no, you can't go, like, backwards in that contest. You have full force, and everybody had that break that probably they wouldn't have taken if it wasn't from COVID. Because I mean, the Olympia was always in September, so that's also scary because they have all improved their physique.
Like you, everybody's had the same advantage.
Oh yeah, exactly. We all had the same advantage. It's a good way to say it. Like, it wasn't a disadvantage at all. It was an advantage, and everybody took the opportunity of it. I'm sure about that, and yeah, it's going to be a tough one, exciting one though. But
so you're ready to bring it?
Ready to bring it. Yeah, the Dark Horse will deliver.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
You gonna make a T-shirt like that?
Yeah.
For the Olympia?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I think that's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear it?
I can't. I have to be neutral.
I know, right? I'm just gonna, like, put it in your bag, maybe, like.
Okay.
So you can wear it in your pajamas or something like that. While you edit my video.
I'm like, what? What is this?
I know. Delivered.
All right, so is there anybody you want to give a shout out to, or anybody else? Well, wait, let me just go back a minute. training during COVID. What were you doing? Where were you training at all this point?
So I wasn't like downtown LA where the actual very crazy things were happening. A little bit further up from there, and there is this gym called BSF, and the owner is a classic physique pro.
Okay.
So he understood the importance for me like to train. So I had access to a gym 3 days a week, and then the rest of the time I was doing some things at the house, you know, like everyone else. But that made me like enjoy my gym so much more because I had it like an hour 3 times a day, and I was going at it.
I mean, 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, and I was going at it. So that's where I was training, and then they decided to just open back up, and they've been fined like $3,000 a day for that. But I'm very thankful to have a gym, of course. Like even considering now that everything is closing back up again, and people are going back to home workouts just after getting like their freedom back.
Right. It's like they threw it at us and they're reeling it back in.
I know. It must be even harder, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, now we'll go with, is there anybody else you want to give a shout out to here?
I absolutely do. First things first, I want to say thank you to all my supporters and everybody that support not only this like me, but the sport in general. You make the sport alive. Like all the people that are so passionate about, you know, following me for inspiration, and also like the IFBB Pro League, who's just, you know, and all the organization, Mr. Olympia, NPC News. Like, it's crazy that we're still here. And I'm so thankful, I'm so blessed, and you guys keep me pushing, showing up for my dreams every single day, and I will show up, and that's all because like you play a big, huge part into my life, and I'm so thankful for that. Also thankful for my sponsors and all the opportunity that comes with it, but very excited for the Olympia for sure, and to see you in 4.5 weeks again.
Yes.
Where we're excited. So.
Yes. Now, before we wrap up, and this is a completely loaded question, we did a photo shoot yesterday, but we realized it's the first time we did a photo shoot without water involved.
I know.
Weird, huh?
It's very weird.
But it was good.
It was good. It was excellent. Actually, I actually like it. You know, I think it was overdue because
we've been in a swimming pool and ocean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like a little bit dry. Yeah. Didn't get my hair wet. Didn't get dirty, sandy, nothing. Yeah. I kind of enjoy that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. I'm excited to see that.
All right. Well, J.M. Mannion.
Lauralie Chapados.
We're signing out. We'll see you at the Olympia for NPCNewsOnline.com.